Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Scope. My name is Anuj Kumar, a Jira Administrative Trainer. Welcome to the Jira Basic Training Session 4. So in this session 4, these are the following topics which will be covered in this lecture. The first is how to create the group in project, what are the search options, how to use the filter, then how to create, update, delete any requirement, how to clone, how to put any users in a watch list. That watch list is basically like there is a user story. So how many person can exactly see see the related things means update. If you have someone has update in user stories, or if somebody have make some change in the user stories. So what are the person who will be basically can get the notifications. So for that we have to add the respective user in the watch list. Then how we can import, export, and how we can create a bulk operations. Bulk operation in the means if you want to update one user story and make in one update in one user story, then it is okay. But you want to change in more than one user story or one requirement, then the bulk operation come into the place. Then we will see, next we will see how we will link a user story with that epics. Then we will see the activities. So in activities, basically activities come under the comment, history, and log work. So we will see how we will comment in respective story, what are the histories, what the thing will be included in history, what is the log work will be there. Then we will see bulk create, bulk update, and activities stream. Now then we will see a basic Jira query language. Where is the basic things we will see there. Then we will see export and import. So how we will export the item from Jira to Excel or CSV file. Then how we can import the data from the Excel or CSV file into a Jira. This thing we will see. Now, so what is a team in Jira basically? So in Jira, team refer to a group of people who work together on a issue, task, or the project. Okay. So thinking like think in like this way so basically in software development we have a developer, tester, designer. Okay, so let let us create a separate group, like one group is for a developer, one group is for tester, and one group is for designer. Okay, so the group one is for developer. So the we will link the all the user stories which are related to developer. Okay, so in this way we will search for the respective user stories which are related to the developers. Okay, so in this, that is the use of the team. Means basically we divide the project into the teams. The team perform different operations. So we can search the respective team members. We can search which team member have which user story assigned. So this is the basic need of the team. Now, as it just like team, we have a label also. So basically labels in Jira is the customizable text tags you can add to the issue, like stories, bug, task, etc, that help to categorize or group them in the based on a specific criteria or the themes. Like if you have stories, uh, 5 stories which are related to APIs, so you can add a tag or a label to respective user story that it is for API. So when in the next time when you want to search any story which are related to API, you can directly go to search option, select the tag, and in the tag select the API. So you will see all the user stories which are related to API creation. So that is the basic need of the labels or tags. Then we have the versions. So what basically a version is? So a version in a Jira is like a release package. It represents a specific update of your project. Like we in every project we have version 1.0, 2.0, etc. Basically, what is version? So developer will start working on the user story inside a sprint. Okay, when they have done their work, they will try to deploy their work into the production. Okay, so that means they want to release their work. So that is basically a release. So basically they mark that release as a version 1. Okay, now they start working on the next sprint. Then they have done the work. Then again he want to release the thing. Don't that thing will work mark as a version 2. Okay, so that is the version 1 and version 2. So let me give you another example. Like you have a downloaded a one game. Okay, so currently you have downloaded one game and it is will be in version 1. Now after few time you will get the notification that you please update your game to a next version. So that is the versioning. Means next always the version next version will be the upgrade of the version 1. Okay, like let me give you one more example. Like in starting the Zoom is come into the market, then there are few things only in the Zoom. Means you can create a instance meeting. Okay, now after upgradation the new version has come of the Zoom. In that version, you can also implement an API integration. So that is the versioning. Basically, upgradation of any software is a version, which basically in software industry is marked as a version 1, version 2, version 3, and this way. Now, after version, we have a fixed version. So once you have a version you have created, then next the term comes in the field is fixed version. So fixed version is used in the Jira to uh, issue to show which version, the version means release, the feature or bug is delivered to. Means like you have a user story and one user story, two user story, three. So you have to complete this user story and wanted to deliver in the version 2. So that version 2 will be fixed version. Means you have to complete the user story and you will be deploy or release in the next upcoming version. That is a version 2. So that is the fixed version. Means it is fixed that you have to complete the user story and release in that particular version. So that is a fixed version. Now, similarly, we have a comment like in user stories, one user stories, two or three developers are working. Okay. If some one developer has updated something in user story or one developer has make a small change in user story, so how the other person will be know. Okay, so you can write the comment inside a user story. So there is a comment option inside there. So what is a comment is like a leaving a note or messages on the issues. Okay, we will see how to write a comment. So as a team member, use is to communicate, ask the question, give the updates, or add the context. When we write the comment inside a user story, so whomsoever is linked or assigned to that particular user story, he will be notified that particular developer has made some upgrade, some changes, or added something. Okay, and you can also mention the other developer name at the rate Anuj. Okay, and you can write some comments so that that particular developer will get notified that this person have linked you in the comment. Now, coming to the history. So basically in history shows all the timeline of every change you have made in the issues, which include the change in status, assigning priority 6%. Basically in particular requirement, particular story, task, subtask, if you made any kind of change in priority, assigning version, fixed version, so that's all things will be mentioned or shown in the history tag. Okay, we will see from where we can see the history. Then we have a work log. So what is a work log? So like we have the stories. So how much time we will need to complete the stories? So we will have a meeting with the respective developer. The developer have the meeting that this is a user stories. We will need a 2-day time to complete the user stories. So they will mark in the edit tab that this story will be completed in the 2 days. Okay. Now, as a developer, we start working on that user stories. So we have given 2 days time to complete. Now, as a developer, we have start working on the user stories, and I have given my 6th day 6 hours in the work in starting. So I can mention that I have given 6 hours in this respective user story. So there the work log come. So a work log is where you can record the time you have spent on working on the task. If you have spent one day, you can add the one day I have worked in the respective user story with the help of the work log option. You can, okay, now coming to the next. So what is original time estimate? Basically, the original time estimate is the how much time is needed for a user story to complete. Like earlier, I have said that the developer had decided that this user story will be completed in the 2 days. So that is the original time estimate. And we will see how to mention the original time estimate, how to work log your working hours. We will see. And next term is time tracking. So basically time tracking, from the name we can see we can track the time. Okay, so time tracking in a Jira is a way of helping the team to plan the work. Log the work means how much time you have spent. To monitor how much time you have spent in estimation is. Okay, so this is basically a time tracking. The time tracking is you can log, you can see how much time you have spent on the things. The history will be given about the time there. Now, we will have the one more thing, comments. Just like labels, just like tag, we have a components in the Jira. So what is basically component? So component are like a subcategory or a section within the Jira project. They help you to group the related issue based upon the some specific functionalities or a specific team or a specific module or features. When we further divide our features into a component, like we have a, in this way, let me explain in this way. We have a front end that is UI. Some developers are working on API, that is backend, and some developers are working on the database. Okay, that is the database developers. So we can create a component with the name UI, and we can add the team members which are under the front end developer. So and then next time we want to search the developers or respective user stories, or in, so we can directly search with the name of the component, and we can go through the respective UI developers. So that is the basic need of why we are using components. So why we use the component to organize the issue betterly means the respective requirement are organized as one component. In one component there is a front end things, in other component there is a backend thing, so we can easily search the things, to assign the issue automatically to a default assignees, and to filter the issues in specific areas like front end UI, in back end part API, in database. So we can easily search the issues. This is the basic need. Now, coming to next, what is a parent issue? So basically, as we have seen earlier, that uh, the large requirement, what is called epic. Then when we divide the epic into smaller requirement, that is called story, and story is further divided into a task, and a task is further divided into the subtasks. So parent, that is the epic, then next child is a story, then the child story child is a task, then task child is a subtask. Okay, so like we have a story that is user registration feature. So this is will be a parent. Now what will be a child? Child will be a subtask of these stories, like creating an API, building an API, writing a test case. So this will be a child of the respective user stories. Means if we have epic, we have a story. So a story is a child of a epic. Okay. Then we have epic, stories, and task. So the task will be child of the story, and the story will be child of the epic. So this is the basically called a parent-child relationship. Now, due date is nothing but amount of time or deadline is being given by the respective, yeah, decided by the respective developer, that this user story should be completed within the 2 days. Means this user story will be completed on Friday. If it is not completed on Friday, then you will get a red color notification that you are overdue. Okay. So this is the basic implementation of do this. You will get notified if you have not completed the your user story task in Friday, then you will get the notification of overdue. Then we have export import means exporting means you want to download the something from your Jira software and give it to someone. So export can be in Excel, Word file, PDF, JSON, and XML. Similarly, we have import option. Means import, you want to upload the data into your Jira software. Like in the sense, your company has given you 10 user story. Now you have to add those user story into your Jira software. So here the import option will become in the sense. Okay. So import can be also be done from the CSV, JSON, XML, and Jira. Now, now we will jump into the Jira software. How we will see the practical of all the things. See. So that was the theory part. Now we are jumping into the practical, how we will do the all the things. So that's I have told you all the meanings and definition of the terminologies so that I have to not again explain here. Okay. So first thing we will see how to create a team. So we can see the team button here. Click on the team button. Now you can see here team one that is already been created. Now how can we can create the team? So you can see here create a team. Click on the create a team. Now you can see here write your team name. So write team one, team two. Now from here you can add the team members. So Anuj is already added. I can also add Anuj. This Anuj K95. In this way, you can add the member. Now, this now how you will perform a permission as a admin. You can see here, anyone can join the team without approval. So, in this way, you are giving a approval to the person that anyone can join the team. So, you do not want anyone can join the team without your permission. So, if you want to, anyone can join. Click on enable. If you don't want, click on disable. Okay, in this way. Now create a team. Now you can see here, you have been created. The team has been created. Okay. So in this way, we are creating a team. Now, let me go to the team, refresh once. Refreshing of the software is necessary. Search for the pupils or the team. Refresh it. Okay. We will come here. Now we can see the team two, team one. So just we have created the team two. So you can click on the team two and you can see the more detail about the things like how many persons are there currently, two members are there. What are the issue type or requirement basically this person basically assigned to. So these are the requirement, following requirement which these person have been assigned means they have to do the following requirement. Okay. So in this way, you can see. So you have created the team, respective team members. These are basically a developer one, developer two. Developer one have this user story, this user story. Developer two have this user story, this user story. So this is the basic need of the team. So in project basically divided into more than one team, two teams. So in this way we are managing the team, creating the team. Okay. Now let me go here and duplicate. Go here and duplicate. In this way we can creating more than one UI of a software. Okay. Now we have seen how to create the team. Okay. Now something we have now. Let me see. If somebody asks you to update in your respective user story task, subtask, then how will you update here? Okay. So if your respective senior person asks you have to update the thing. So see here this icon edit summary. Click on this and you can edit something and create an API. Enter or click on the tick icon. So in this way, you have edited the thing. Now there is one more way to edit the thing. Double click. you can see the detail of the respective stories. Click here. Now you can also edit. You can click enter or click on the tick sign. You have edited the thing. So in this way, you have edited the respective user stories. So I have told you one way of editing here, click on this edit summary, or second way of editing the thing is double click on this. You can right side see the detail view, and from here you can do the editing. Okay. Now, now, as we know, an epic is divided into the stories. We want to link the respective stories or bug or task to a epic. So how we will link this respective user story with an epic? So let me show you. This is an epic. Click on this epic. Okay, first I have to create an epic. Here no epic is there. So let me first create an epic. Create here, right? EPIC epic one. Enter. So I have created one epic. Okay. Now click on this plus icon. We can see epic one, which I have just created. While clicking on this user story is linked with the epic. So in this way, we are linking a user story with the epic. There is one more way of linking the user story with an epic. Okay, you can see here this plus button. Click on the plus. You can see link the work item. Click on the link work item. Okay, so this thing you can see here is blocked by. Is blocked by is used for you want to link a bug to respective user story. Currently, we are in a user story. We want to link an epic. So here you can select related to. Okay. Then here you will select the epic. So you can epic one, EPIC, epic one. So you can select this one and click on link. So in this is the second way of linking an epic to respective user stories. Okay. In this way we can link. Now this left hand side thing, we will see all the what is the features present here. We will go through one by one what the respective buttons, what are the features are there. So first coming to the this add button. Click on add button. You can see the first option is attachment. So what is attachment? Click on the attachment. You can attach any file in your respective user stories, so that if somebody want to go in detail to your user story, he can see that. So click on open. In this way, the things will be attached, okay, in respective user story. Now, coming to the second option, we have seen this, we have seen this, okay. Now, so you can see the child work item. Basically, if you want to create a sub task or task of respective user stories, then click on the child work item. So here you can create the task. So like I will create a task one, enter. Okay, so in this way we have created a one task inside the user story. The user story after login, this is a user story, and we have created a one task. So here you can prioritize the one task. Click on this button. Let it be, let it refresh once, refresh it, refreshes. Let it take some time. Refreshing, refreshing fast. Yeah. Okay. This attachment we have just added, so we can see here. Okay. We have created one subtask. We can see here. We can assign. You can assign to some developer. In this way, you can assign as like in previous we are doing the same thing. The same we can do here. You can move the status. If currently in to do state, we want to move into the in progress. Click on the in progress. So in this way, the same thing which we have told you earlier. The same thing. This will be done here only. Okay. Now we have seen how to attach, how to create the subtask or task, how to link an item we have seen. Similarly, you can link a video in this here. Now, moving downward, we can see assignee. You can also change the assignee from here of respective user stories. Then parent, we have marked a epic 3. So we can see the parent here. As I have told, an epic is further divided into the stories. And as we have marked this story with an epic, this epic is a parent of this user stories. Then due date. You can mark the due date, means at what day this work will be completed. That in 5th May, I want this user story to be completed. So 5th May, I have marked as a is the last work. Okay. Thus, at 5th May, it should be completed. Otherwise, it will give a notification of overdue. Okay. Then you can mark the team that user stories will be come under which team. Okay. So you can also click here and you can mark as a team one. This user story is for team one. So team one, they have respective 8 developers. So this user story will be go to the team one, and from there any fellow developer can pick up the user stories, assign to himself, and start working on the user stories. Similarly, this is sprint. You can also put this respective user story inside any sprint. Okay. Currently, for now, I will not put any sprint because we have not yet seen how to create the sprint. So leave the sprint. So you can also give the story point from here. You can give a story point 5 in this way. Click on tick. So you have given a story point. Now coming downward. We have seen this one, automation and more food. This, as we have seen in activity log, we have a comment, history, and work log. Okay. So comment it basically if there are 4 to 5 developers working in this user story. If somebody want to communicate related to this user story, he can write here, I have completed task 1, enter, save. So this comment will be seen by all the developers which are in this respective working on this user stories. Okay. So you can add this eye icon, click here. You can add who can watch this user story, means click, wait a minute, click on add watchers. You can add the member who can basically see. You can add it one more member. So basically you can see there are 2 member week, which can see what are the updates related to this user stores. Okay. Similarly, we have history. If something change, all the things will be mentioned here. Like you can see Anuj updated the story point estimated. Okay. 2 minutes ago. Anuj updated the team to 2 minutes ago. Everything which you will do in this user story, everything will be mentioned here in history. So in this way, the project manager, Scrum Master basically see which developer has worked, which developer is working, where the currently is user story stand. So in this way. Okay. Now, yeah, I want to see one more things. Story point, sprint, team, parent, label, assigning. Okay, requirement. Yeah. Let me show you in this account. This account we have project e-commerce. Going to a backlog, opening one story, moving to downward, downward. You can see one more field here. Click on more field. You can give the point here in more field. Okay, I have given the story point as 7. click here. Now, original time estimate. As I have told you, amount of days, amount of time which will be needed to complete this user story. That will be original time estimate. Like this user story will be completed in 2 days. Means it needed 2 days time to complete it. So mark original time estimate as a 2 days. Okay. Now coming to a time tracking here. Time tracking basically what? How much time a developer has spent on this user story, how much time is remaining, and what is the total time of the completion of the story. So that thing we can see from the time tracking things. Okay. So how you can write your time that you have spent 6 hours in this respective user story. So basically click on this, go to a log work. Basically, uh, 1 minute. Original time estimate 2 days. Days means D. Click on this. Now, click on the here, come to this activity, click here, click on the log work. So here in log work, you can see time spent. As a developer, you can write, I have spent 6 hours. Okay. Or you have spent 2 weeks, or you have spent 2 days, or you have spent 60 minutes. Okay, so in this way you can mention the how much time you have spent. So basically this is a time sheet, a time tracking, like I have spent 1 day. Okay, so you can see this blue color, this is showing that you have spent 1 day. Okay, if I will, and the remaining, the gray color shows how amount of time is basically remaining. Okay, so this we can see here. Save. So you can see 1 day we have time. Double click. Now let me show you one more thing. If we go to a log over, if you again I write like 2 days. So this red color shows you have spent more time than the original estimate time. So in interview, ask what is a red color tell you, what blue color tell you, what a gray, or in some other software maybe green color shows. So you can tell the blue color shows the amount of time we have spent. Red color shows the amount extra time we have taken to complete the user story. Okay, and this gray color shows the amount of time remaining. You can see 1 day time remaining, and one and blue color 1 day time we have worked. Okay, so this is the basic thing. So we can see we have seen all the basic things which are basically required as a developer. Okay, now we have seen all the feature in this tab. Now coming to the advanced thing, like here you can see here all work. In previous version, this all work is written as a issue. So click on the all work. So currently, whatever requirement present in the project name employee workplace is shown here. Okay, so if I want to change, I want to see the requirement from the other project. So enable this, click on this. So it will show you the requirement under the project 9. Click on refresh. So now it is showing the requirement under the project 9. Okay. A similar way, let it be take time. 1 minute it will take. Refresh. Okay. Refresh. One more time, refresh. So Jira software, this is the basic what we problem that you have to refresh. If it is stuck somewhere, you can refresh it and it will again start working basically. Now, if you want to see the requirement according to the type, like you want to, currently we have stories, a big task. If I only want to see the stories inside and project, click on the stories and it will show you the respective stories only. So you can see only the stories we can see. Now, similarly, you want to see with the help of currently story in which are in which status. Means you want to see which are only in done state, which are only in progress. So let me click, I want to see the all the requirement which are currently in done state. So I have clicked on the done state. So it will show the all the requirement which completely has been done. Similarly, we can see the requirement according to the assignees, which you want to see that under Anuj Kumar, which requirement is assigned to them. So we can see according to the particularly which developer, which requirement are there. And there are few more things are here. Okay. Now, so this is a basic search operation or basic filter. Now, next time again you want to search the same thing. Don't come here and again do the same thing. You can basically come here, save the filter, give the filter name as a filter one and save. Okay. Now your filter has been saved. Next time again you want to see the same thing. Okay. Come and filter. You can see here filter one. Click on the filter one. So you can see the requirement according to the condition which you have previously saved. So this is the easy way of doing the things. Okay. Now you want to see all the filter, view all filter. From here, you can see view all filter. Okay. Now, now, now let me tell you how to import and how to export the things. So for exporting the things, we can see here the export button here. We can export in the XML format. We can export in HTML format, export in CSV, export in Excel CSV. So I want to export Excel CSV, all field, filter field. Okay. So in this way, you can export the things. So I want to export in this way. So it is now exporting and downloaded. You can see here this first one. Let it be open. It will take some time and it will open. Okay. Now opening. Let it be. It take some time. Now similarly, coming to the all work item. Now, if you want to import the thing, click you want to import, click on this button. You can see import the issue from CSV file. Click on the import. Choose the file which you want to import. Click on here, choose file. You can select the file, that is download this file, open, and next. Okay, okay. Hmm. So which we have exported. The data is currently, we can see the summary, issue ID is issue ID is there, key is here, status currently in done state, project key is EM, project name is employee workspace. So this is the basically we have exported the thing, and now we are doing exporting the thing. Okay. So let me, where is it? Escape. Huh. Now here we are exporting the things. So how we can export? So we have added the folder. Now you can select in, you want to export in which project. So we can select from, we want to export in the project one. Okay. And you can click on the next. A very simple. Basically, a Jira software is a user friendly UI. Okay. You can easily see and understand. Like in export CSV file, we have assignee. So you want to change the assignee to other field or not? We assignee should be assignee only. So you can select it from here. So which field you want? Assignee should be assignee only. Then summary, summary should be a summary only. Due date, issue type, issue link, issue type, key properties are there. Many very vast things are there. Okay. So let me summary. Select summary. Summary should be summary. Okay. And click on the, oh, wait. So in this way, whatever things you want to adjust or update, assignee should be assignee, issue type should be issue type, component comment should be comment in this way. But you have to make it note that you have to summary should be summary only, otherwise it will not go to the next page. Okay, now clicking on the next page, bulk import, and the importing will be start. That you can see 3 work item is imported successfully. Okay, so this is the basic things. Okay, now, so for today's session, this much topic is okay. Go home, practice everything one by one, otherwise you will forget, and in next topic you will be not understand what I am telling. Okay, so go home and practice at least 2 to 3 times. Whatever things I have told you, you should practice. So today what I have told you, I have told you how to create the team. Okay, how to update any issues. Okay, so how to update, I have shown you two ways of updating the things. Okay, then I have told you all the basic features which are present inside the right hand side tab. What are the things, like how we can clone the things? Just click on clone. You want to clone any user, so click on clone. You make some small change. Okay, API, click clone. See, a one or clone copy has been generated. Refresh. Okay, so in this way we have created the clone. Now see here, it is cloned by this. Okay, now here, so we have seen how to log the work, how much time you have actually spent. Click on the log work. You want to move user story to particular folder, you can move. You can want to clone. You want to delete. Okay, from here you can delete a user story. But once you have deleted a user story like this P92, again if you want to create the user story, the user story will be not be created with the P92, then it will create it with the P93. The sequence will be keep on increasing. The key which has been used, it will not be again created with the same key after deleting the option. This thing you have to remember. Basically, you do not have the permission to delete the thing in general way. If the company has granted you permission, then you can delete. Then we have seen how to attach the thing, how to create the subtask, how to link the issues. Linking means a story is linked with the epic. Okay, this we have seen. Then we have seen how to assign, change the assignee, reporter. Basically, you can also change the reporter by clicking here. Okay, change the reporter. Then we have seen how to give a label. We have seen how to give the start date. We have seen how to give a story point, how to priority. Okay. Then in more field, click here. We have seen what is original time estimate, means amount of time which basically needed to complete the story. Then we have seen how to uh, give a time you have spent in the respective user stories. From here, you can in time tracking, you can mention your time that I have 2 days in this way. Okay, we have seen this. We have seen how to create a component, how to add the sprint. We add the sprint respective user stories, then how to create the team, what is fixed version, what is due dates. This all basic thing we have seen. Okay. Now in next slide, we will see how to create the sprint. Here, sprint. How to start the sprint, create the sprint. We'll see. So thanks for this session. Meet you in the next session. Okay. Thank you.